Hey guys, Marcus here, and oh man, I haven't been in a video in a while, but I've been pretty busy with work and everything else. Anyways, new set came out, obviously, as everybody should know for Magic, and there's lots of new deck possibilities, and I for one have definitely built a lot of decks. But there's a PTQ coming up this weekend in Vancouver. I'm not 100% sure on what I'll be running, but this is one of the contenders. And as you can see by the 3 cards, I guess, it's Soul Sisters, which I used to play a lot when the original version was out. But there's basically another version of Soul Warden reprinted. Well, not reprinted, printed in Suture Priest. And yeah, I figured since it was basically just printed as another one, I might as well try it out. And of course, there's another combo in the deck that just gives you infinite life, so just made me want to do it even more. Alright, so I'll go over the deck quickly. We got 4 Suture Priest. We have 4 Soul's Attendant. We have 4 Phyrexian Metamorph. 4 Leonin Relic Warder. 4 Annyyways Pridemate. 4 Leonin Arbiter. This last one's just a proxy. 4. Same with this one. There's 2. Anyways, 4 Serra Ascendant. 4 Honor the Pure. 4 Brave the Elements. 1 Johnny Goldmane. 15 Plains. 4 Kabir Crossroads, and 4 Tectonic Edge. So I'm going to explain some of the choices, obviously. The original deck, Soul Sisters, had 8 Soul Wardens, and now it does again. So, I mean, this is basically one of the reasons why it's actually playable, because there's 8 of them now, so you can reliably get at least one. But, yeah, the Suture Priest is actually quite good. I mean, its secondary ability is pretty sick as well. I mean, they lose a life whenever they play a creature. But yeah, it's basically just there for the gain 1 life whenever a creature comes into play. And then, here's the combo. So, Phyrexian Metamorph, which is, when it comes into play, you can choose a creature and artifact, and it copies it, and it's all of its abilities. And Leonin Relic Warder, when it enters the battlefield, you may exile the target artifact or enchantment, and when it leaves play, you return it to the field. So, if you have a Soul's Attendant or a Suture Priest out, and a Leonin Relic Warder, and you play Phyrexian Metamorph, you target Leonin Relic Warder. So, Phyrexian Metamorph's ability is now Leonin Relic Warders. So, Leonin Relic Warder can exile a artifact or enchantment. You choose your Phyrexian Metamorph, and then it gets removed from play. But then, Leonin Relic Warder's second ability, it comes back, because it left the field. So then, Phyrexian Metamorph's ability activates again, and you choose a Leonin Relic Warder, and then every time you do this, you gain 1 life. So, infinite life. So it's pretty cool. It's not too hard. I mean, you can honestly do it on turn 3. You can just turn 1 this, turn 2 this, turn 3 Metamorph, infinite life. I mean, obviously, you probably aren't going to do that unless you know they don't have anything, but, like, obviously they might. Anyways, other parts of the deck, I mean, it can't be Soul Sisters without a Johnny Pridemate. I mean, it's like the Tarmogoyf of Type 2. It still gets pretty up there. But yeah, he's definitely the beater. Same with Serra Ascendant, it's the same as last time. I mean, a lot of the cards are the same as last time, because they're still in. But another addition is Leonin Arbiter. There's two versions I have of this deck. This is just one of the versions. The other version has Stoneforge Mystic. This is more of a budget version, obviously. The other version has Stoneforge Mystics, Battered Skull, Sword of War and Peace, and Sword of Body and Mind. So yeah, it's a little more expensive, obviously. But yeah, this version I found pretty good too. I mean, Leonin Arbiter's ability is quite nice. I mean, they have to pay 2 to search their library. So I mean, they can't snap lands, they can't Stoneforge Mystic, they can't Squadron Hawk without paying 2 first. And a lot of the times, if you play that guy on turn 2, and I mean they can't play their Stoneforge Mystics next. They can't play the Stoneforge Mystic or Squadron Hawks next turn because they can't search the library. And it's the same thing as like if they have a land in play and it's your turn 2 first, you play that guy. All their lands in play are snap land are in their hand or snap lands. I mean, you just mana screw them pretty hard. So it can definitely be really good. And then there's no searching in this deck currently. Yeah, I found it's pretty nice. The other version's quite good too, obviously. But, I mean, if you're more budget conscious, then, I mean, this is the way to go, obviously. But yeah, 4 Brave Elements. I mean, every creature in the deck is white except for Phyrexian Metamorph. But, I mean, Brave Elements is one of a really good card. I mean, it gives all your guys protection from a color. So, I mean, you're attacking with a Giant's Pride Mate, and a Suture Priest, and a Serra Ascendant, and they go to like Doomblade or go for the throat your Giant's Pride Mate, and they have a bunch of black creatures out, and then you're just like, well, my team has pro black, and then you just attack them for a lot. But yeah, obviously it's just in there for counter removal spells. Also, a lot of times they just have a board of just like it's a board stall. I mean, this deck has no removal in the main deck, but it's a board stall, and they have a bunch of the same color guys. I mean, you could just Alpha Strike them with Brave the Elements. And the one Ajani Goldmane, I had 1 spot left in the deck, and I mean, I could go for a 24th land, but I mean, the highest casting cost in this deck was 3, but I figured one Ajani Goldmane could be good, just testing it out. It also could be a Hero Bladehold, hell, it could be anything, honestly. It could be an Elspeth Tyrell, which is the other version of this deck has as well. But yeah, just like one of those. And Honor the Pure, I mean, all your creatures are white, and you're beat down if you don't combo off. I mean, pretty simple. And yeah, we have 23 lands, 15 plains, 4 Kabir Crossroads. I mean, it's basically plains, but you gain 2 life. So, I mean, pumps up a Giant's Pride Mate, Serra Ascendant. I think it's a no-brainer. And Tectonic Edge, I mean, you need to have some way to deal with some of the lands. I mean, man lands, Valakut, obviously, and I mean, occasionally you mana screw your opponent, but I mean, not a lot of the times that actually comes up. Or you can put them off mana, obviously. But yeah, it's a really good card, and I mean, your deck's entirely white, so I mean, the 4 Tectonic Edge are pretty easily supported. Yeah, that's the main deck. Its matchups so far have been, I mean, like, Cobblade has been, it's not the best matchup. The old version isn't the best matchup, like the one with Gideon Juras and stuff like that. But the newer versions of Cobblade, the Esper Blade that people have been playing, well, people have started playing since the release of New Phyrexia, are actually a much, much better matchup. Because, I mean, they don't have Day of Judgment or Gideons, and those are the big cards against you, mainly. Batterskull, like, is kind of annoying, but not too much, because, I mean, your Johnny's Pride Mate's going to get bigger than it. And obviously you have 4 Leon and Relic Quarters main deck, so all their equipment usually gets removed or something like that. But yeah, the Esper Blade matchup is usually around 50-50, 60-40 in your favor. But the old version isn't that great. I mean, Gideon Jura is pretty rough, and yeah, Day of Judgment's pretty rough as well. But the Rug matchup's been 50-50. It's basically the same as usual. If they get Cobra on turn 2 and they have everything, it's kind of rough. But if they don't, you kind of steamroll them. And all the aggro matchups are quite solid. And let's see, what else? Valakut's kind of rough. Because obviously they can just turn 4 Titan, and it's kind of rough. But you can also, I mean, you can turn 3 Infinite Life, which they can't deal with. So yeah, it's kind of a race in order to get your combo. Obviously, they can kind of dirtle around and go like turn 5 Titan, turn 6 Titan, and you can have your Giant's Pride Mate be like an 8/8 or something like that, and just get them with that. But yeah, I feel it's pretty good. Oh, also, I mean, this guy's obviously bonkers in that matchup. But yeah, I feel like this it's a decent deck. I'm gonna test it out more. I might not play in the PTQ. I might. I mean, I have the other decks as well. I'm gonna quickly go over the sideboard. So we got 3-core Firewalkers for Mono Red, Valakut, and Rug. We have 3 Ley Lines for Valakut mainly. We have 3 Journeys for usually the most aggro decks, and Valakut and Rug. We have 2 Divine Offerings. They come in against Cawblade. They come in against, obviously just decks with artifacts that need dealing with. And we have 1, 2, 3. I just dropped the 4th Celestial Purge. 4th Celestial Purge. Deal with Splinter Twin, the Splinter Twin half of the Splinter Twin combo deck, and it's also good against Mono Red and Vampires as well, obviously. Oh, also, I forgot to mention, this deck's Splinter Twin matchup is very, very good, because if you have one of these out, they can't really combo, or else it just does nothing. You gain as many life as they make tokens, and they lose as many life as they make tokens. So, yeah, pretty good on your part. Yeah, anyways, that's it for now. I'll probably have another video, maybe with another deck, or some more information later. So, bye.